After I did that post, I, had just got out the shower. I was tired. I didn't feel like doing my hair. So I went to sleep because, it had just been a very long work day the night prior. But when I woke up today from my nap, God said, July, go get your blessing. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead. Let me get up and drive, right? So, but I hadn't finished my hair. So I went to the bathroom and I was like, well, let me put some leave-in conditioner. If you know what with natural hair, it's not a quick process. So I had to put, I, so this pastor gets in. I thought I was recording, I wasn't. This pastor gets in my car and he says, hi, I'm the pastor of this church. Nice to meet you. I said, oh, nice to meet you. He said, yeah, you see this church right here? He's like, there's a story behind this church. And so he starts to tell me the story. And if you attend his church or you are familiar with his sermons, you're going to know what I'm talking about, even though I'm going to be discreet. I'm going to tell you my story. I had a dream about a building. When I woke up from the dream, I drew the building as I remembered it in the dream in great detail. I like drew a picture of it on paper. Then God told me to look in a particular place for real estate, which I did. Go online, look in that state, and they had the exact building. And I mean to the detail. And it was not a small building, and it was not your average building at all whatsoever. Especially when you're counting all the different pillars it had and the windows, all the windows that it had, and how they were wrapping around. So, make a long story short, he was telling me how he also, he had a dream like that. And now he's in that church that he dreamed about. So many beautiful details in between. But again, I just want to be discreet for the sake of privacy. But if anybody, I'm just assuming he probably has given a sermon about this, because not unless he just felt inclined to just tell me this story and it was just specifically for me to hear it. I don't know. I doubt that, but I feel like he probably has done sermons on it. He gave me scriptures that I wrote down. It was amazing. It was exactly what I needed to hear today. I really needed to hear it today. And I told him, I said, I woke up and I heard God say, July, go get your blessing. And now here you are telling me the story of you dreaming about your building, the church that you now have. So you guys, I'm just saying all that to say, I'm going to tell you what he told me. He said, when God speaks to you, listen, because God will deliver. He will deliver. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. He will deliver. So that was very faith strengthening for me, for so many reasons, so many different things I have going on right now. And like I said, I have to make sure that I don't psych myself out and counter manifest in any way. And that was exactly what I needed today. That was my blessing. Something tells me that's not the end of it. So anyway, wanted you guys to know. Wait, I left out the part about my hair. So it took long enough to do my hair, right? Because, it's not a quick process. I had to put the products in. I had to blow dry it. And when I was doing my hair, and I knew God said, go get your blessing, I knew that meant right now. That didn't mean go do your hair. So I told God, I said, I want my blessing. I want my blessing, even though I'm doing my hair. I want my blessing. And so I did my hair, but I also had faith and confidence when I said I wanted my blessing still. I think that's noteworthy, and I think you guys should know that.